The silence of history is louder than any voice you have ever heard. A man once walked among the crowds of Rome, his eyes burning with the light of forbidden knowledge, his hands trembling with power no mortal should possess. His name was Simon Magus. But what if I told you that the man who claimed to be God was not a myth, not a shadow of imagination, but a living, breathing force that shook the foundations of the early church? Few know this, few remember, yet the whispers remain in torn scrolls, in the forgotten letters of men who feared him. You were meant to hear this. Simon was no ordinary magician, no street charlatan. He was a man who understood the currents of the unseen, who spoke the language of the cosmos, who held the secrets the apostles themselves feared to confront. He did not hide. He walked into the heart of Rome with a proclamation that made the pillars of faith tremble. I am the great power of God. I am the source of life itself. Imagine it, a crowd of believers, hearts open, ears ready, and a man claiming to be more than mortal. His words were flames, his miracles undeniable. Water obeyed him, coins multiplied, shadows bent at his will. And yet, the church could not allow him to live. The early church, fragile yet ascending, felt the threat like a knife pressed to the throat of a newborn. Simon's knowledge, his mastery of the arcane, was too dangerous, too revealing. He exposed truths that would make the faithful question the very throne of heaven. Think of this. The scriptures speak of the hidden flame, the divine spark in all souls. Simon claimed to ignite it. He claimed to awaken the God within. And in doing so, he became the embodiment of a cosmic rebellion. You were told to fear him. You were told he was a heretic. But the heresy was never in his words. It was in the truth they concealed. For Simon Magus did not just perform magic. He performed revelation, and revelation terrifies those who wish to control the story. The church chronicles speak of Peter confronting him, a battle of miracles, fire and water, the heavens and earth colliding in a demonstration that would have made angels pause. Simon leapt, the earth trembling beneath his feet. Peter prayed, the skies darkening, and yet, accounts suggest Simon did not fall because of faith, but because of knowledge. The hidden truth is this. Simon's power came not from the streets of Rome, not from incantations alone, but from an understanding of the universe as a living mind, a cosmos where man could touch the divine, if only he dared. But few know. Simon's teachings were suppressed, erased, rewritten, scrolls burned, names crossed out. Why? Because he revealed that divinity is not handed down from priests or prophets. It is discovered within, by the fire that burns in silence, in the heartbeat after prayer, in the trembling breath of the unseen. What was Simon Magus really teaching? He whispered of gnosis, the knowledge of the soul, of the cosmos, of the hidden laws that bind man to the material and the divine. He spoke of angels who had fallen, not in punishment, but in longing, of the demiurge, the false architect, who built the world as a shadow of the greater truth. Imagine holding that knowledge. Imagine seeing the strings of reality and daring to pull them. Simon did, and that is why the church had to destroy him. But what if I told you that some of Simon's disciples survived? That fragments of his teachings are hidden in the Gnostic codices, waiting for the one who dares to seek? Simon's life was a warning. He walked the streets as a man, but he was a god in exile. His miracles were not mere spectacle. They were messages, encoded for those who could read the silence. Coins appearing in hands were not just wealth. They were symbols, symbols of the hidden abundance of the cosmos, of the power within. The church chroniclers hated him. They wrote him as a heretic, a deceiver. But in their fear, they admitted something undeniable. Simon Magus challenged the very foundation of their authority. Do you feel it? The weight of hidden knowledge pressing against your mind? You were meant to feel this. The early church feared Simon not because he lied, but because he revealed. He revealed that God is not an external ruler, but an internal spark. That salvation might be discovered, not given. That reality could be bent if one understood the sacred patterns. Peter, the apostle, confronted Simon atop the cliffs of Rome, tradition says. Crowds gathered, angels watched in silence. Simon leapt into the air, attempting to ascend by his own mastery of divine force. The church insists he fell. But the words are vague, the details obscured. Some say he survived, vanished into the desert, teaching those brave enough to hear. Few know the esoteric symbolism. Simon Magus represents the eternal conflict between authority and revelation, between dogma and the daring of the human soul, between fear and gnosis. He is the shadow the church does not name. And yet, Simon's name survives, in whispers, in coded letters, in the hidden chapters of apocryphal texts, and perhaps in the flicker of recognition when your soul senses the forbidden spark. The mystery deepens. Simon claimed he could summon the presence of God within. He demonstrated it. He offered humanity the keys to ascend. And the church feared the collapse of their narrative, the shattering of obedience, the awakening of countless hidden flames. What few realize is that Simon's story is not just ancient history. It is a mirror. It reflects the potential dormant in you. The question is, do you dare to see it? Do you dare to acknowledge the spark the church has long tried to smother? The Gnostics write of him as the embodiment of the living word, the secret teacher, the one who knew that divinity could be claimed, not begged for, that miracles were not signs, but lessons, that power is nothing without insight. Imagine for a moment walking the streets of Rome and seeing Simon, glowing symbols etched in the air around him, torn scrolls at his feet, shadows bending at his will, and a calm voice whispering, "You are more than you have been told. The flame within is yours. Claim it." Peter confronted him. The apostles debated, the crowds gasped, and in the end, the church wrote the history we know. Simon fell, or so they say. But here is the forbidden truth. History remembers what the victors wanted it to. The true story is hidden, in silence, in fragments, in the trembling footsteps of those who dare to walk the path of gnosis. Simon Magus was more than a man, more than a sorcerer. He was a herald of human potential, a reminder that the divine spark is not locked in cathedrals, not dictated by priests, not confined by scripture. It is within you, waiting, watching, whispering. And the church, they feared it. They destroyed his image. They vilified his name. They tried to erase the possibility that humanity could touch the infinite through knowledge, courage, and the hidden flame of the soul. But the truth persists. It whispers through ancient letters, through symbols carved in stone, through the trembling pause after a prayer. Simon Magus lives in every seeker who dares to question, who dares to see, who dares to rise. So now, you stand at a crossroads. Do you close this chapter, return to the comfort of what you were told? Or do you step closer to the edge, to the abyss of forbidden knowledge where your soul might awaken? The flame Simon ignited is not gone. It flickers, hidden in plain sight. And one day it will blaze again. And when it does, the world will remember him not as a heretic, but as a prophet the church could not bear to keep. You were meant to hear this, to feel it, to carry the seed of revelation forward. And though the scrolls were burned and the voices silenced, the secret survives in you, in your breath, in the quiet pulse of the unseen. Remember this: history is written by those who fear the flame, but the flame itself cannot be destroyed. Simon Magus proved it, and so can you. If you felt the pulse of this story, if your soul trembled at the forbidden knowledge, subscribe and like this channel. Another chapter awaits, a revelation that will shake everything you thought you knew. You were chosen to see this. Do not turn away. The shadows whisper, the flame waits, and Simon Magus watches from beyond the veil.